Welcome back to the Debt Sucks podcast, where we tackle debt, adulting, and the fine art of smashing your goals one rock at a time. I'm Ben Matthews, your friendly neighborhood bankruptcy attorney, and today we're talking about the less glamorous but super effective way to build your hammer: cutting expenses. I know. Cutting expenses doesn't sound fun or exciting, but here's the truth. It's one of the fastest ways to free up extra cash to crush your debt. It's not just about giving up lattes or fast food. It's about making smarter choices that align with your goals. And yeah, I'll even share how I cut back on my fast food habit and live to tell the tale. Let's get into it. What does cutting expenses really mean? Cutting expenses isn't about depriving yourself or living like a monk. It's about identifying the stuff that isn't really adding value to your life and redirecting that money towards something that does, like smashing your debt. Think of it this way. Every dollar you cut is another swing of your hammer. The more you cut, the bigger your hammer grows, and the faster you can get out of debt. It's not glamorous, but it works. And the payoff, financial freedom, is huge. My fast food story, why I cut back. Let me start with a personal example. For years, fast food was my go-to. It was quick, convenient, and honestly, I didn't want to think about what I was eating. But when I started looking at my expenses, I realized I was spending hundreds of dollars a month on burgers, fries, and questionable chicken nuggets. That's money I could have been using to pay off debt. So I made the decision to cut back, not completely, but drastically. I stopped using fast food as a crutch and started fixing my lunch. Not only did I save a ton of money, but I also started eating better and feeling better. It wasn't easy at first, but now I don't even miss it. That's the thing about cutting expenses. It might feel like a sacrifice at first, but over time, you'll wonder why you ever spent that much in the first place. The big expense categories to cut. Fast food is just one example. There are tons of places you can cut back without totally upending your life. Let's break it down by category. Food. So cook at home. Meal prep might sound like something only fitness influencers do, but trust me, it's a game changer. Groceries are way cheaper than eating out, and when you cook at home, you'll probably eat healthier too. Plus, don't let leftovers go to waste. Transform them into new meals. Turn last night's roasted chicken into tacos, soup, or a casserole. Not sure where to start? Pinterest and other recipe sites are full of creative ideas for turning yesterday's dinner into something completely new. Your wallet and your taste buds will thank you. Limit dining out. You don't have to cut it out completely, but make it a treat, not a habit. One nice meal out beats 5 drive-through runs any day, and it'll feel more special when it's not part of your daily routine. You can shop smarter. Stick to a list, buy generic brands, and look for sales. Planning meals around what's on sale or in season can save a ton. And if you've got leftovers, plan ahead to reuse them in different meals. It's like getting 2 or 3 meals for the price of 1. Check your subscriptions and memberships. Your streaming services. Do you really need Netflix, Hulu, Disney Plus, and HBO? Probably not. Cut back to just one. Or better yet, try out some free streaming services like Pluto TV, Tubi, or Freevee. Sure, they have commercials, but hey, commercials suck way less than being buried in debt. Pick your battles, and remember, cutting back now means crushing your debt faster. Do you have an unused gym membership? If you're not going to the gym, cancel it. Seriously. YouTube is packed with free workout videos, and outdoor walks or runs are always free. Save that monthly fee and get moving in ways that don't cost a dime. Hey, and check your bank statements for sneaky subscription charges you've forgotten about. Those $5.99 fees add up. Cancel anything you're not actively using and redirect that cash to something that really matters, smashing your debt. Look at your utilities and bills. You can negotiate these rates. Call your internet or phone provider and ask for a better deal. You'd be surprised how often they'll cut your rate to keep you as a customer. Turn off lights, unplug devices, and adjust your thermostat. Little changes can save big bucks. When it comes to transportation, you can share rides or take the bus a few times a week to save on gas and wear and tear. Shop around for cheaper car insurance. Yeah, it's annoying, but it's worth it. Entertainment. Find some free or cheap fun. Swap pricey nights out for game nights, hikes, or free local events. You don't have to stop having fun, just find cheaper ways to do it. Let me share a quick story from my own life. My wife and I decided to skip the whole fancy Valentine's Day restaurant scene this year, and instead, we invited a few friends over for a potluck-style dinner. Everyone brought a dish, and we ended up with an amazing meal, great conversation, and a lot of laughs, all without the hefty price tag. Honestly, it turned out to be way more fun than sitting in a crowded restaurant, waiting for an overpriced plate of food. It was a great reminder that you don't need to spend big to create special memories. Sometimes the best moments come from just being together and sharing what you have. How to make cutting expenses work for you. Here's the thing about cutting expenses. It's not about cutting everything. It's about focusing on what matters and trimming the rest. Here's how to make it work. First, start small. You don't have to overhaul your entire budget overnight. Start by cutting one expense and see how it feels, and build from there. Second, track your progress. Keep a running total of what you're saving in your Shit Happens fund, or update your rock pile form. There's even a debt sucks scorecard. Seeing the extra cash pile up or your debt go down is super motivating. Then you can reward yourself responsibly. Set a small milestone and celebrate when you hit it. Just don't blow all your savings on a shopping spree. You can focus on the goal. Remember why you're doing this. Every dollar you save brings you closer to smashing your debt and gaining financial freedom. Hey, let's get real for a sec. The Debt Sucks plan, it's awesome. It works, but not everyone has the time or the patience to chip away at their financial Mount Everest. Maybe you're drowning right now, like creditors calling your grandma, paycheck gone before it lands, sleepless nights count of drowning. Sound familiar? Listen, you don't have to white knuckle your way through this alone. Instead of spending years battling debt $1 at a time, I've got you. Bankruptcy isn't a failure, it's a fresh start. And sometimes hitting reset is the smartest thing you can do. At my law firm here in South Carolina, we take the time to listen to your story and help you figure out if bankruptcy is the right choice for you. No pressure, no judgment, just straight answers and real solutions. And if you don't live in South Carolina, don't worry. I can connect you with a trusted attorney in your state. Wherever you are, help is closer than you think. So if you're ready to stop the stress and start fresh, visit debtsucks.info to share a little about your situation or call my office for a free consultation. Let's find your path forward together, because sometimes you don't need a plan, you need a damn lifeline. Let me be that lifeline. Listener question: why do they get to have all the fun? Here's another question from a listener who's feeling a bit of FOMO. Ben, I'm doing the work, cutting back and sticking to my plan, but it feels like everyone is out there having all the fun. How do I deal with the feeling like I'm missing out while I'm focused on paying off debt? I hear you. Watching others post their beach vacation, fancy dinners, or shiny new gadgets while you're sitting at home making your own coffee can feel like a total buzzkill. But let's flip the script here. First, let's talk about why they seem to be having more fun. Spoiler alert, a lot of those people you're comparing yourself to, they're likely racking up debt for that fun. They're out there swiping credit cards and digging a hole they'll have to climb out of later. You, on the other hand, are building something real, financial freedom. And that's a level of fun they'll envy when their credit card bills start rolling in. Second, fun doesn't have to come with a big price tag. There are plenty of ways to enjoy life without sabotaging your financial goals. Host a game night, explore local parks, or find free community events. Being debt-free doesn't mean living joy-free. In fact, it's about learning to find joy in ways that don't derail your progress. And here's the kicker. The fun you're building now, the kind of fun where you don't have to stress about how you'll pay for it later, is going to feel way better than any impulse purchase or short-lived splurge. You're playing the long game, and future you is going to thank you for it. Remember, this journey isn't about deprivation. It's about making intentional choices so you can live the life you truly want without debt hanging over your head. That's the kind of fun money can't buy. Keep going. You're doing amazing work. Why getting control of your debt is worth it. Cutting expenses, picking up side hustles, and smashing your debt one rock at a time, hey, it's not glamorous. It's hard work. But let me tell you, the payoff is life-changing. Imagine no more living paycheck to paycheck. No more panicking every time the phone rings because you think it's a creditor. No more sleepless nights worrying if you'll make it to the end of the month. That's what getting control of your debt feels like. Peace of mind, freedom, and the ability to actually dream about your future again. Next week, we're introducing the Level Up Money Plan. Let's be real. Nobody likes a budget. They feel restrictive, like a financial straitjacket. But what if I told you there's a better way? It's not about deprivation, it's about progress. And this plan turns your finances into a game where every smart decision brings you closer to financial freedom. Forget the boring spreadsheets and guilt trips. This is money management with a purpose, and maybe even a little fun. Stay tuned, because in the next episode, I'm breaking down exactly how to build your Level Up Money Plan and start winning with your finances. Call to action. If you found this episode helpful, do me a favor. Share the podcast with someone who could use a little help with their finances. And don't forget to follow the Debt Sucks podcast so you never miss an episode. We've got plenty more tips and strategies coming your way. I'd also love to hear how you're cutting expenses. Post about it on social media and tag me at Debt Sucks. Whether you're meal prepping, canceling unused subscriptions, or skipping that daily drive-through, let's celebrate those wins together. Your story might inspire someone else to start their own debt payoff journey. Thanks for listening, and remember, adulting is hard, debt makes it harder, but you're tougher than both. Catch you next time.